So back in high school, when I first had the idea of creating a model of the mind and of time perception, the concept of nostalgia stood out to me as being particularly interesting. Let's recap a few things. The mind adapts our body to reality, but since objective reality is too complex to deal with, and it might also not be real, the mind instead adapts to its own subjective version of reality. And then there's our experience of this subjective reality. Is there any difference between the experience we have of this subjective reality and the subjective reality itself? Not really. And since the experience we have of this subjective reality is our mind trying to adapt to it, this subjective reality is both an implicit reduction of objective reality and an attempt at adapting to it. In other words, the experiences we have of the world are what we do to adapt to it. We make sense of it, we act, we feel, we suffer. Nostalgia is a sense of wanting to return to the past, combined with the sense that it's inherently impossible to do so. But how does nostalgia appear exactly? Well, let's take high school for example. Do you want to return to high school? The likely answer is a combination of yes and no, because for most people, high school is the bane of their identity. But also, something about attempting to re-experience those times is alluring. The keyword here is re-experience. If experience represents adapting to the subjective reality we construct, then to re-experience means to repeat that kind of adaptation to a compatible subjective reality in the current moment. We automatically attempt to recreate that experience from memory. You see a swing you haven't been on since you were a kid, and now that you see it, the memory from the kid version of you will automatically try to recreate that experience, and not be able to because you're not the same person as that kid anymore. You don't have the same mental configuration as back then, but simply a sense of that configuration. The swing itself, or the high school building as in the previous example, might be different too, all of which is to say that you cannot reconstruct that experience. It is outdated. And what happens when we must update our configuration? We have to discard the previous one. And that is grieving. And also that is nostalgia. Nostalgia is grief. Grief is loss. And what's lost is the past. And the swing is now a suspended plank of wood or plastic in a random corner of a timeless, meaningless universe. But it's okay. Meaning is experienced. And experience is function. Soon enough, there will be room for a new version of you to grow. And you'll have another swing, and this time you'll enjoy it with your loved ones for longer, perhaps forever.
Wake up every day, I have some food and everything seems like it's going to be fine. Then all of a sudden shit